Namaste, and I hope you guys are doing absolutely fine. So, what I've created over here is Scyther. You know Scyther, right? He is from the series Pokemon. So, my main intention of creating him was to show that we can also create an action figure using ball joints. So, if you want to create any other action figure, you can watch this whole tutorial series and you can follow these same steps and you can create any other desired action figure that you want as well. So I'll just show what are the articulations. Currently I have used only 6 ball joints over here, and you can see that before coloring it looks like this. And these are the 6 ball joints. I just traveled back in time, and this is the base skeleton. So the clay that I will be using is Fevicryl molded. So you have to take the resin and the hardener and you have to mix it like this. I suggest to roll it like this over here. Please do watch tutorials that I have made on this clay so that you can get a better understanding of this clay and you can make amazing things from it. So what I'm doing right now is I have mixed some yellow color while mixing this clay. You can see it over here, right? The color is a little bit yellow. I'll add more color like this only. With the help of brush, I am adding. The colors that I have added is acrylic clay, acrylic color. Now if you guys have watched the ball joint tutorial, you guys will know what I'm doing. What I'm doing is I have made the 2 wires and then bended them and then attached them together. I've taken 2 wires, not made 2 wires. So what I'm doing is I'm now adding the clay on these wires like this, and little clay I will slide it downwards, then make a stick like this, and the other clay there will be there which will act as a ball over here. You can see I'm giving it a shape using the cello tape right now. Since this clay does not stick to tape, so you can see it over here like this. And I will try to make it as perfect ball as possible. Now if you have watched the ball joint, you guys know what I'm doing. Please do watch the ball joint tutorial. That will give a great idea about this. And also now I allow this ball to completely harden for around 2 hours. You can see going to get the shape like this. I will allow this to harden for 2 hours. I've taken another ball right now which is already hardened for 2 hours, and what I will do is I'll take some new clay and I'll mix it and I'll keep it to harden for around 1 hour, and then I will add it on the other ball like this. Since I allowed it to harden for around 1 hour, it is not too sticky. So afterwards you can see over here, now I did the same thing with our previous yellow color ball joint like this. So now once I do this, what I will do is I will try to move it like this. Since this clay is not completely like very sticky, it has been hardened for around 1 hour, so it can move it, we can move it like this. So like this I'll create total 6 ball joints. If you have any confusion regarding making the ball joint, please do watch the ball joint tutorial and also watch the dragon tutorial which I have made using ball joints. You will get a complete understanding regarding that. Only ball joint tutorial will be enough. So what I am doing is I kept some extra wire pieces which I will bend it like this. So for the hands I will be bending them like this. For the legs also I will be bending them like this. So that I can, why I'm doing this, because I can stick these 2 pieces together. I can stick them with the help of glue or also with the help of clay as well. So you can see what I'm doing is I added some clay on one part, and I'm also adding clay like this so that these two will get stick together. Sometimes it is difficult to stick these two with glue, and the glue can also get into the ball joints which will destroy our ball joint completely. So it is better that we stick both of them using clay. This is same dry clay, that is a chemical molded clay. Like this I have kept it over here, and I will allow it to harden for around 2 hours. So it will get stick or it will get stuck to each other automatically. This is not something which is very difficult, very easy, and I hope you're understanding this. So same thing which I will be doing for other parts as well. So now these two will be the leg joints and this will be the waist joint. So you can see now this is completely hardened up. Also you can make a simple character with this as well, right? your hands attached to something like this. Whatever, I mean, you have complete freedom. What I'm doing is just giving you the techniques so that you can create any character that you want with these techniques. Now, what you have to do is for the hands or his arms, they have to be attached over there, right? So I'll be using the same technique over here. I'll take some clay. I'll be attaching them with the help of clay only. I won't be taking any other glue right now. As I said before, that taking glue to stick the joints can be a little risky, as it might damage the joints if the glue goes inside the joints. So this is how you can create any joints you want, and you can make it into any shape. Like right now, I have just taken measurements from this photo of the scyther and how it will look like this. So if you want to create any other character, you can surely create it that way as well. I hope you're getting it. Like this, what I'm doing over here is I'm just creating holes right now, so that later on I can also attach them. Once after this whole thing is dry, I can put these joints in it, and then I'll attach clay on it. Sorry, add glue on it, or I will also attach clay on it later on as well. So now you can see I added the glue over here like this, and then what I am doing is now I have to stick these over here. This thing is tricky. See, it's not very easy to get the proper skeleton at start on, because uh, if you're new with it, with this clay, these things can be a little troublesome for you. But the only thing is that you have to keep on trying. It will surely be done. It's not difficult, but it's not as very easy. All you have to do is use your head. You have to keep on, invent some new tricks to do it. We are doing handmade art and we are doing art, right? So you have to use a head over here. It's not like you have to just blindly follow any tutorial or anything like that. So like this, what I have done is I've attached it and also added clay. I'll add clay over here so that it can get a double protection so that later on it does not come out. It is very, very important that you create the skeleton which is much firm and rigid so that later on it does not come out whenever you add the body parts to it. So just please keep this in mind. I hope you are I hope you are understanding this. So like this, with this simple method, I have created the skeleton part, and now what I like to do is to create only the body parts later on. You can see for the top, neck, for the waist, and 2 arms and 2 legs. Total 6 ball joints that I have created. Now you can see that what I am doing over here is making the joints move better like this, which I had said before that you have to make them in a way they're proper stuck to each other, they're proper rigid, and they don't come off later on. So what I am doing is also adding clay over here to the to the jointed areas like this. This is the new wet clay that I am using. Same thing, I'm using chemical mold to mold it only. I'm not using any other clay over here. If you're having any doubts while creating this, then please feel free to let me know in the comment section. I will always be happy to answer. And then later on, I am adding this clay to all the joints, wherever the joints are over here. There I will be adding the clay. So that later on, while making the body parts, it won't be difficult for me to, it won't be tiresome for me as well. Because many times it happens that while making the body part, these joints come out if you are not sealed them properly like this. So you can see it over here that our work is almost done. Now our skeleton is done, and you can see like this. You can move the waist joint, you can move like this. The waist joint is good, I like it. Then later on, it is fully hardened, by the way. I'm working on it parts by parts. I hope you are understanding that. The only main thing while working on this clay is to work on it parts by parts, because this clay dries in around 2 hours. So it's not possible for you to work on it fully, continuously. You have to work parts by parts. So what I am doing is creating the lower body portion of the lower torso, maybe of our Scyther. If you see his image or you see his pictures, you can see that he has this insect thing. I don't know what it is called. Hope please educate me in the comment section. This I'm creating this thing. His lower torso part, lower body part over here. The same thing what I've done is added clay and now I'm trying to smoothen it up. First I smoothed it using water and now I am using spatula to smoothen it up like this. It is not something which is very difficult, very easy thing. The difficult part mainly was to create the joints and mainly to get them all together. It was the most difficult part. So now the next part what is it is difficult as well, but it is not that difficult. Also my suggestion to you is I have if you see that I have made this a little bit smaller size. Because the scyther that I'm making is little smaller size. I suggest you guys to make him at least around 4.5 to 5 inches tall. For the one that I have made or I'm making is around 3.5 to 4 inches tall. I would suggest you to make it 4.5 to 5 inches tall so that it becomes easy to work on bigger sculptures compared to working on smaller sculptures. So this is what just my suggestion. You can surely make smaller ones as well, but I'm guessing that many of you might be working on this clay for the first time, or even creating a scyther for the first time, or even creating an action figure like this for the first time. So I would suggest that to create a bigger one for sure at start. Okay, so this is you can see over here that I've given the shape with the help of a spatula. I don't think so that this needs there anything to be explained. Now what I'm doing here is I'm just trying to move each and every joint which is connected to the shape which we gave right now, and it is still wet. It is not fully hard right now. It is soft. So why I'm moving the joints because there are chances that it can obstruct the joint movement. So I did that. So it is completely fully hard right now, and I guess this is enough for today. And we will do the further parts, that is the arms, legs, or maybe the wings, in our further next tutorial, part 2. Till then, see you next time with this same creation. Thanks for watching.